Yo, how is it, YouTube? It's Gojetzu back with another video. You know what time it is. It's time to dive right back into Batman Arkham Origins. You know, it's that time of year, you know what I'm saying? Christmas time. Well, it's post-Christmas now, but it's the perfect game to dive right back into. Speaking of Christmas, hopefully everybody had a good time with the friends and family. Hopefully everybody's having a great holiday. This video was supposed to go up a little earlier, but you know, I was away taking a little break, but we back in action up in this motherfucker. We're not just going back into this game all vanilla. Gotta give it a little tweak. So I installed Vengeance Overhaul mod that was made by GPUnity. Go ahead and check out his channel. He has a whole bunch of other mods for the Batman Arkham games. So I installed this mod that has a whole bunch of tweaks to the gameplay and how the enemy works and the bosses in the game and how Batman traverses and all that stuff. I did put a whole bunch of handicaps on myself just to make it a little bit harder. I unintentionally had a bunch of moves taken away from me. I chose not to use the moves. I'm gonna explain that a little bit later on, but basically for this challenge I have counter icons off, which is a must, and I basically have no armor upgrades, and I unintentionally did not have blade dodge takedown, and I chose not to do the multi-ground. It's the multi-ground takedown with the batarangs when you go up in the air and throw a bunch of batarangs up in the air. I don't have that, or I chose not to do it, and I chose not to use the remote claw for Deathstroke on predator sections. Well, I did use it on attaching items to enemies. I did not use it on enemies to attach them to a vantage point, but I think that's basically what I did to make the game a bit harder for myself. The mod does make the enemies faster, they hit harder, they get one shot, two shots in on Batman, you're kind of screwed, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you guys how I went through the game with this mod. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check out GPUnity's channel, and I'll link the mod down in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, let's just dive right in. Let's go. Alright, so we make it to Blackgate. We go through a whole bunch of combat Sionis. You know, it's pretty light work, nothing much, nothing special, you know, but we're just like getting used to the speed of the enemies because they're a little bit faster. Then we finally make it to Killer Croc. First boss battle. I mean, again, he's light work. All you really gotta do is cape stun him and beat him down, and then you just gotta make sure that you do dodge that move where he pounds the ground. Man, that just sounds fucking weird. You basically cape stun him, beat him down, and then you gotta make sure that you dodge that move. And this mod does make his punching the ground way faster than in vanilla. And when you do get grabbed by him, by this animation right here, you do have to press the escape button like faster than you would in the vanilla version. And basically here I'm just using these stupid ass motherfucking goons to get a bit of a combo going so that I can cape stun, commando lunge, kill the Croc here, and of course you gotta throw 3 batarangs at the tank. I mean, this guy's pretty straightforward. It's not too bad, you know. Still fairly easy even with the mod. Nothing too crazy. And then after that fight, we find out there's 8 assassins after our ass tonight. And we make it to the cell tower over here. And we basically get our first predator Sionis. I mean, it's basically just a tutorial section of the game. I found out that you can't use your batarangs while you're on a gargoyle. So you can't get those easy takedowns anymore. You can't cheese with the batarangs, which is I mean, it made the game far too easy in my opinion. But yeah, the game was just basically telling us how to do certain takedowns. Then we hack this motherfucker, and then we find out Riddler has been messing with the cell towers. I mean, this dude, like, what? This dude's annoying as hell, bruh.
I like to feel like I'm smart even though Batman's 100 times smarter than me.
Shut the fuck up. And then we make it out into the open world, and Batman's graphical boost is indeed faster with this mod. It's not like Arkham Knight, but you know, it is way faster and it's pretty nice, I gotta say. And then we do a crime in progress combat Sionis over here just to get a feel of the combat a bit more. And it went pretty well, to be honest. I mean, I was very cautious of not trying to not get hit. Man, my biggest pet peeve is getting hit in the Batman Arkham games because I am a perfectionist and it can be detrimental, it really can be. But hey, it is what it is, bro. Anybody out there like me though, when you get hit, I just end up tweaking. Bruh, that's me right there. But nah, this fight went pretty well. I've adjusted to the faster combat fairly quickly actually. It wasn't too bad. Then we finally make it to Jezebel Plaza. We're about to interrogate loose ass motherfucking lips. I don't know why he's called like that. I don't know, man. He might be a part of the Diddy squad, I'm not sure, bro. But yeah, we have another combat sesiones. Another fairly easy one, Still cautious about trying not to get hit. We take out all these goons and then we interrogate loose lips. And then we're going to locate our boy Penguin. But yeah, we're trying to triangulate Penguin's location. Do have a combat scenario here, and then we get a predator scenario right here for the second chip to triangulate Penguin's location. Fairly easy. And then we make it to the final offer. There is going to be 2 snipers that we gotta deal with. We make quick work of them before we take out the rest of them. Took quite a while, but we did it perfectly. Took our time with it. On that last guy, just decided to play it safe and use the smoke bomb. Here, I don't actually have the blade dodge takedown because in order for you to even have the move, you gotta go through the combat armor upgrade, which I did not want to do in this run with the mod. Throughout the whole game, I won't be able to execute any blade dodge takedowns on knife enemies, which is unfortunate. I thought there was a way to bypass the armor upgrade for me to have that move. I'm not too sure, like maybe I might have missed something, but that's basically why I handicapped myself with that blade dodge takedown move. Yeah, we go through a whole bunch of fight scenarios here, kind of blasted through every combat scenario here, and then we finally make it to the boiler room, and it's like a huge brawl fight. And then first we gotta kick this guy in the face though. One hit KO that motherfucker. Get out of the lobby, bro. But yeah, I do end up getting hit here. Caught me off guard. I think I was trying to counter, but a cape stun came out instead. That's why I got hit there, which is pretty unfortunate, but it's whatever. I just knew I was bound to get hit from some bullshit. At this point, I was just trying not to die here. I mean, the multi-ground takedown in this part right here would have been nice, but I think it would have been far too easy. And I couldn't even get it anyway because you gotta go and get the bullet armor for Batman to even get the move in the first place. Here I was just trying to make quick work of my quick fire gadgets, especially my batarang, so that I don't end up getting hit from some stupid ass boxes. I fucking hate them. So yeah, here in this fight I was just making quick work of my quick fire gadgets. Pretty much saved me in that fight, to be honest. And then yep, a whole bunch more combat scenarios here. And then there's going to be a predator section over here. I actually did die in this one because some bullshit happened, which I did not expect whatsoever. I guess in this mod, if you glide at a very fast, quote unquote fast speed, Batman ends up doing a roll animation for some reason. I don't know why, but it ended up costing me my goddamn life. Like, what the fuck was that? Some bullshit. I restarted the whole thing again and I cleared through it, no problem. I don't know, that roll animation really did cook me up. I don't know what the hell that was. But we have another fight scenario here, trying to save Alberto, Falcone's son, from getting tickled by the penguin. And then we end up fighting Deathstroke. Damn, bro. Only now that you show up in Suicide Squad? Like, what in the hell, bro? You should have been in season 1. But yeah, we ended up fighting this dude. I mean, we ended up besting him first try. He wasn't that bad, to be honest. I think I just played this game way too much that I just know the timings for countering him. So yeah, I breezed through this boss fight. It's fairly easy. But damn, someone gotta tell his future self to get the fuck out of a tank, bro. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, in this fight, I basically just pressured the hell out of this dude. You can actually pressure him with a bat claw and your critical strikes, and then just keep on special comboing him. I mean, this fight's fairly easy, but he does have a lot of health with this mod on though. It took quite a while to beat him, but eventually we took him down to 0 health like it was nothing. Easy dub on that old fucker. Yeah, you just gotta time stuff right. Pressure him with bat claws, critical strikes, and special combos. That's basically what I've used to get out of this fight successfully. After that, we go to Lacey Towers to investigate the murder of Black Mask. A whole bunch of story stuff. We go back to the Batcave to grab a glue grenade that we'll need later on. And then we make our way towards GCPD. Got a little predator section over here. Just take out the guards first before we head into the building. Then we head on over here. We got a predator, Sionis, once again, isolating everybody before I go in for a silent takedown. I actually did use the remote claw to attach this barrel to this cop right here. Throughout the whole game, I didn't use the remote claw to attach people up into vantage points because I just thought that was very cheap. But looking at it now, I feel like I should have used the remote claw whatsoever. The barrel attaching to an enemy is just basically an instant KO, similar to if you did use it on a person to attach them to a gargoyle. But it's whatever. Yeah, look at this guy TPing though. Like, what the fuck was that, bruh? Of course, it wouldn't be Arkham Origins without some bugs. Can we get a goddamn remaster though for this game? Like, come on, bro. And then we have more fights over here down below GCPD. We're just trying to go and grab the disruptor in one of the locker rooms. This gadget is really going to be useful later on in the game. We have another fight within the cells. Again, here I'm utilizing my quick fire gadgets. I mean, the only special combo move that I have is the takedown. At this point, I still don't have the bad swarm move. And again, I don't have blade dodge takedown, so I cannot even execute any of those, even when I wanted to do them. Very unfortunatos. But we got out of the fight and we dropped a little, ended up dropping a little 100 combo out of this fight. Feels good, man. And then we gotta make an escape out of the GCPD. Of course, we gotta give Brandon a little fucking smack, a little motherfucking flipperoo, giving him a face slam on the floor. And then onwards to the sewers. We are introduced to the martial artists in this part of the game. I mean, they're pretty cheeks, but you basically counter their counters. And then if you do critical strikes on them, basic strikes on them, they can counter that, and then you gotta counter them back. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But I don't know why some of the enemies I've noticed like a long time ago, like the regular goons that aren't martial artists end up doing martial art moves and you counter them like they're martial artists, which is, I don't know, it's just fucking weird. I don't know why it's like that. But yeah, these guys take a lot of hits. You can't special combo take down martial artists, which is unfortunate because they're kind of annoying to deal with. But eventually, yeah, we got out of that fight. Got another one inside the server room, and I was trying to get rid of this big guy first because it'll make the fight a lot easier to deal with. And here I finally got my bat swarm, which is actually nerfed. I did notice when I use it, the range and the effectiveness of it on enemies, it don't really get stunned for too long, and it has a shorter radius. We make it to the Gotham Merchants Bank, and then we find out Black Mask
Ain't actually Black Mask. Crazy.
And then we do have another predator, says Sionis. And in this one, I prioritize taking out the jammer dude. I mean, you really gotta prioritize the jammer dude, that's for sure. And then after that, it's pretty much easy pickings, like it's nothing. And then once we're down to the one last dude, we interrogate him. And then Batman ends up dropping this hard ass line. Holy bro, listen to this shit.
Where's the Joker going?
Guy's nuts, man. Killed about a quarter of Black Mask's men when they wouldn't take orders from him.
Unless you want to join them, talk.
God damn. That was the coldest line Batman has ever dropped in this game, bro. And then we make our way into the Sionis steel mill. There's gonna be guards guarding the outside of the building. I take the sniper out first, and then from there You know the drill. I take him out one by one, no problemos. There's gonna be a whole bunch of combat Sionis. Nothing to really say much there. I mean, again, utilizing my quickfire gadgets and my special combo takedown. But here we get a really big fight in this room right here. And this is where I actually felt the difficulty spike up a little bit. Now they have a brute in this part right here, and I end up using the bat swarm beatdown tactic, and I wanted him out of the fight so that the fight would go smoothly. So we ended up besting the first wave. Actually, this is the first wave of enemies, so I end up dropping a 100 combo on the first wave here that we encounter in this room. And then there's gonna be a second one, which is right here, and this brute actually does have armor. I think you gotta do a triple cape stun on him and then do a beat down. I'm not too sure. I just opted to do a special takedown to take off his armor and then beat him down and take him out the fight ASAP, because I did not want to deal with that shit. But I do end up getting hit here a few times actually. Unfortunachos, you know, I was tweaking when this shit happened, but you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes it can't be perfect. Yeah, this mod can be brutal. See, you take one hit and you're almost fucking dead. So if you take 2 hits, you're straight up just cooked. And then we get a predator move. I mean, this was pretty straightforward. I didn't do anything fancy. I mean, I just did the whole divide and conquer. I tried to prioritize the jammer, but I also was cautious because sometimes there's like a buddy next to him, so I was like making sure my eyes were fucking scanning the whole environment. But then afterwards, yeah, it was just easy pickings once again, one by one. No, nothing too special. I just did silent takedowns here. You notice me, I'm not really using my batarangs because you can't even use them on gargoyles or even ledges for that matter. So I'm just doing basic silent takedowns. And then after that, we interrogate Black Mask, and then we encounter Copperhead. And then we get a Copperhead boss battle. Now this boss battle was actually pretty fucking tough, I'm not gonna lie. Batman does have crowd control gadgets like the explosive gel and the concussive detonator. So throughout the whole fight, I was just trying to make use of those gadgets to make my whole life easier with this motherfucker. It was a fucking nightmare to play, and of course I did get hit in this boss battle. It's just inevitable because of how many motherfuckers there are on the screen, and yeah, motherfuckers equipped with Commando Pro or some shit. Yeah, it was a pretty close call battle actually. I was expecting to fucking die in this part a whole bunch of times. With this mod, she does have a lot of health. She does hit hard, so you gotta watch out for her lunges and stuff. That's why I opted to use my gadgets. I didn't really rely on countering her that much because sometimes you just can't tell if they're about to do a blade dodge takedown type of counter move or a regular counter. I mean, you could tell if there's 2 Copperheads coming up at you, but if there's only 1 Copperhead doing a move on you, and you might as well just make use of your evades. And now here, I'm just basically trying to pressure her with basic strikes so that I can just loop my combo. So I just kept on basic striking her in the corner here. You know, it's a little bit of a cheese, but you know, she was cheesing back, so I, you know, fuck it. So we ended up besting that bitch. Miley Cyrus looking at. And then we make it to one of my favorite segments in the game, which is taking place in the Gotham Royale Hotel. Now here, there's gonna be a fight outside of the building just before you get in this bit. And another fight here. Went through it pretty smoothly, nothing much to say there. And then we get hit with this predator room. Now of course there's another jammer dude in this room, and I prioritize him because it's really crucial for you to survive and not get caught off guard with some bullshit. Again, I'm just using basic silent takedowns, nothing too fancy. I didn't want to alert the guards, so I just opted for silent takedowns. And here I did use the remote claw to attach a barrel to one of the guards. I used this remote claw to attach fire extinguisher to one of the guards here, so I can take both of them down just like that. And then Joker murders Electrocutioner, and then we grab his shock gloves, which is gonna come in handy later. And then we get some fights along the way here, nothing much to say. And then we get this big ass arena fight looking at with the brute, again using the bat swarm beatdown combo to get rid of him ASAP. Trust me when I say this, the mod does make me fucking stay on my toes. Since there's no counter icons, you really gotta watch out for the startup animations from these goons. Now, I played it so many times that it just feels like riding a bicycle at this point. I like to go for flashiness when I do combat stuff, so I don't really opt for evading much, and I try to counter as much as I can. Only when the situation calls for an evade, I will evade my ass off. That's just how I do, because I feel like evading is cheap as hell with the redirect evades. But anyway, we disarm Joker's bomb that sets off on January 1st, and then we get taken to the rooftop with this helicopter here. There's gonna be a first wave enemies here. We take them out pretty swiftly, and then there's gonna be a second wave. This is actually Bane's henchmen, and who would have thought? They're also cheeks. But yeah, we make quick work of them. Nothing much to say there. I mean, just gotta watch out for them startup animations. Pretty easy to tell because they run up at you like they're about to do something, but they really not about that. And then we get hit with this predator section. Now this room is pretty easy. I did try disabling the PA announcement box so that when I silently take down guards, they won't get notified that someone's out, but I ended up missing another PA box. There's actually two in this room. There is a guy that sets down mines on the floor in this room, so you gotta be on the lookout of your environment. And then later on, once you take down a certain amount of goons in the room, they're going to prime the gargoyles with a detonator so that you won't be able to abuse gargoyles in this. So you're gonna have to plan out how you're gonna take out the guards while you're grounded, but it's still fairly easy. You just gotta take your time with it. But eventually we made it out of that room, and then we get introduced to Bane, and then we get a boss battle with this motherfucker. By the way, I love this Bane character design. It's just so good, man. Holy shit. But yeah, we end up getting a boss battle with this dude. Nah, I was nervous with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I was assuming in the mod that he is faster and he hits harder than ever. If I didn't have any experience with this fight, I would have for sure fucking been getting my ass handed to me. This first part was pretty easy. All you really gotta do is triple cape stun him. It gets wilder when you get thrown off onto the balcony though. This is where he charges at you multiple times. I mean, you can just run around him. You can just run towards one direction to avoid him if you wanted to. Then eventually he's gonna bring out goons. You can actually use these guys to build up your combo to get a special combo takedown, and you can use it on Bane just to get rid of his roided out state, so you can actually deal damage to him. And then pretty much rinse and repeat. Once you deal enough damage on him, he's gonna activate Venom once again. It starts running at you like a wild motherfucker. And then remember the electrocutioner's gloves, shock gloves. Can actually use it to get a free beatdown on Bane without having to keep stun him. So it's like, in a way, it's a free special combo takedown. So that made the fight a whole lot easier. If there's goons on the ground, you can actually use them to redirect evade Bane's charging move. You actually have iframes when you redirect evade on enemies here. You can kind of cheese Bane with the redirect evades here. In this last bit, I do end up getting hit, which is unfortunachos. It could have been a flawless boss fight, but hey, whatever. Fuck Bane. We end up semi-beating his ass anyway. No problemos, you know. You know how we roll. But yeah, this was a goated boss fight, I'm not gonna lie. It's still one of the best boss fights in the game. I love this one. And then we make our way towards the GCPD Morgue. For some reason, they thought the victim here was Bane, but no, it's just one of his henchmen. But we make it on over to Bane's hideout because we placed a tracker on him, and then we traced it back over here. There's gonna be a couple snipers outside of this building. I take care of everybody outside, and then there's gonna be a couple guards outside just before entering this building. And then there's a fight here inside the building. Then there's another fight where we're introduced to a new enemy type, which is like a Bane-like type of brute, where we gotta beat him down to get rid of the Venom state so that we can get rid of their armored state and deal any type of damage to them. But nothing much to say there. I would just prioritize the Bane guys and get rid of them quickly. And then we find out that Batman's identity has been compromised. Bane knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. But just before going back to the Batcave, we head on over the Pioneer's Bridge because Firefly is trying to draw out Batman for the bounty. Alright, so there's gonna be a fight here before we head straight into the bridge. And then we have a Predator room. Now this one took me quite a while to do. I was just being very cautious because from what I remember, this room has a lot of fucking people in it. And there's a jammer and I didn't want to risk looking for the dude. And there's actually gonna be gargoyles primed with detonators in the middle part of the room. And here I did get to disable the jammer guy and get some info before he turns it back on. But basically I just took my time in this one. I didn't really do anything fancy. Again, just looking for opportunities to do silent takedowns. You know, the whole divide and conquer tactic, the go-to. But we got through that, and then we had to disarm this bomb right here. And then there's gonna be a mini Predator room over here. There's only gonna be 4 guards. We double-edge take down these guys, and then we take out the other 2 like it's nothing. And then we gotta disarm this bomb. And as we're making our way to the other side of the bridge where we gotta disarm another bomb, we come across these 3 snipers over here. And let me just point this shit out. When I used to do no-hit runs for myself, these motherfuckers somehow, like, I don't know why, but they just randomly turn and look sideways and then they end up hitting you, which is stupid. So I was very cautious with this one. I ended up using my disruptor on one of the snipers just in case, because you know you're bound to get hit from some bullshit. And that was just from experience, so that's why I opted to do that in this part. I didn't want to die from some bullshit. Here we have a combat Sionis. Now I think I do end up getting hit in this part. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I did. Yep. Yeah, what I was trying to do there, I was trying to aerial attack the guy with the shield, but my aerial attack wouldn't come out, so I ended up getting hit by that stupid ass brute. That was fucking infuriating, to be honest. Holy shit, I was tweaking when this shit happened, bro. I was like, what the hell, bro? But look at that, you take 1 hit and you're almost dead as hell. So I was just trying not to die here, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty hard without most of my combat moves, especially the blade dodge takedown. I ended up backing into the electrified wall there, even though it doesn't even look electrified, but whatever. I ended up using my shot gloves here in case if they pick up stun batons. I was just trying to survive pretty much and get rid of them as quickly as possible. But there is a weird delay for some, like, I don't know why, but the ground pound move feels like it has a weird delay on it. And then anything you do after that, it feels so clunky. I don't know why. But we got through that fight. Thought that was gonna be it for me, but nah, we made it out and we disarmed this bomb on this end of the bridge. And then we make our way back into the room where we disarmed the second bomb. Now there's gonna be a new set of enemies inside this room. I end up waiting out this guard coming towards me to do a corner takedown, and I grab onto the ledge over here to take out the sniper in this position. Then I end up pulling this dude over the ledge, and I disrupt one of them just in case, and I take him out just like that. We move on to looking for Firefly up on the bridge. Now there's gonna be a combat Sionis. Before I initiated the fight here, I disrupted that guy's gun and then I went in for it, and then I actually got hit in this one a couple times. Actually, the motherfucker was too fast. I didn't think he would just sneak in a little fucking commando lunge there. Yeah, I couldn't afford to get hit over here. But here I was just trying to survive again, trying to end the fight ASAP. And look at this shit, this was pretty BS, to be honest. Like, I was doing a beatdown on this dude towards this wall, and then the fire ended up affecting me, which is so stupid. But yeah, there's a second wave here. And then here, I think I got hit by this knife guy, yup. And I really couldn't afford to get hit over here because, yeah, that would have been it for your boy. But we somehow made it out alive. And now we're gonna get another boss battle with Firefly. And I actually did die a couple times in this boss fight. Now with this mod, you can't actually cheese him with the glue grenade. It'll just neutralize it. So you gotta hit him with batarangs multiple times. I mean, it took quite a while to get his health down. I was trying to, I got hit here because I was trying to use my glue grenade, only to find out that it doesn't work at all. But once you hit your first initial backlaw, that's when you do a lot of damage on him. And then another backlaw, he will send you to another part of the bridge. Here I actually died. First death was kind of on my part because I thought I could just run it in a straight line without having to dodge. So that's why I died there. Okay, this one was stupid as fuck. So I got hit a bunch of times. I do almost manage to beat him. And then it cuts into him getting all dizzy and shit. But before that, he threw stuff on the ground and I have no control over Batman once the camera cuts into Firefly. I think this was badly designed, to be honest. Like, what the fuck is that shit? I can't even dodge, bro. You're just gonna let me stand there and just take the fucking fire grenades? Like, what in the hell? Bro, I was tweaking out when this shit happened. But we eventually beat the motherfucker. I mean, you just gotta spam your batarangs on this guy. That's pretty much the whole fight. Just spam your batarangs. And then once he gets dizzy, you just do the backclaw stuff. And then in this cutscene part, there's actually gonna be a part where you have to counter him right here when he points his flamethrower at you. I'm not sure if you die if you don't counter him, but I think you just take the hit. I'm not sure, I forget already. But I ended up countering him. Of course, you won't be able to see that since the counter icon is off. But that's the Firefly boss fight done with. Honestly, not one of my favorite fights in the game. It's just pretty redundant because all you gotta do is spam your batarangs on him. And then after this, we go back to the Batcave, and then we find out Bane has terrorized our Batcave, and they're trying to make us feel like Alfred is gonna die in this game. But come on now, dude. Like, if you play the other Arkham games, come on now. Of course, the dude gonna make it. But now we reach the end of the game. We're now back at Blackgate once again, coming in full circle up in here. Damn. And as soon as we land, we're gonna have this combat part right here. I mean, there's really not much to say. I mean, we go through it pretty easily. And then there's gonna be a big predator section. Now in this one, it was fairly easy, but I took my time with this one. And there's gonna be a sniper sitting on top of this middle section. I mean, I pretty much just go through the room doing the whole divide and conquer tactic. In this part, there's a lot of ledges, so I took advantage of my backlaw, pulled a whole bunch of people over the ledge, and again, just taking my time because there's a lot of them in this room. But we eventually make it out of this one. It was not too bad. Yeah, it took quite a while, but we managed to beat this room. Then there's gonna be a whole bunch of combat sections coming right up. I mean, we easily breezed through them. Really nothing much to say. I mean, still only relying on critical strikes, special combo takedowns, quickfire gadgets, my special bat swarm, and my shock gloves. Then we get on to the Bane boss fight. So this is actually the second time we face against Bane. Again, we're using the same tactics from the first fight. And this part, when he does his ground slam move, you can actually roll towards him. Then you can triple cape stun him and beat him down. Take out his Venom Rage bullshit. This time, he's gonna activate his Wild Charge move right away. And you do a special combo takedown on him. And then there's gonna be the goons that's gonna come over. Now here, I'm gonna use the enemies here to build up a combo, get my special combo takedown going. I ended up missing it for some fucking reason, I don't know why. So we missed the opportunity, and the only choice that we had was to triple cape stun him and beat him down, and then do a special combo takedown on him. And then it's gonna activate his second phase, and this is where Batman's back has been broken. Now the second part of the fight is actually the easiest part of the fight actually, because you have unlimited use of your shock gloves. He's gonna try to keep charging at you here, but again, you can use the goons over here that have iframes, and you basically wait out his charge moves, and then once he does a slam on the floor, you can go in and go for a beat down on him for free. And you pretty much rinse and repeat that. And here I did get hit because I guess I forgot to take my own goddamn advice. Like, what the fuck? I almost actually died here. Just basically using the goons for iframes here, waiting out his slam, and then going for another beatdown. A fairly easy fight, I'm not gonna lie. But this TN1 Bane fight though, this is, oh man. I mean, it's still pretty easy, but it took me quite a while to do. I took my time with it. I'm assuming if you get hit once, you insta die or something. That's what I'm assuming, because like, just look at that motherfucker, like, damn, bro. But in this boss fight, it's kind of like a predator boss fight. So here I did get caught a few times actually. I was trying to silently take down Bane, but then he ended up turning around at the right fucking moment. I'm not sure if the mod made Bane a bit more aware. I'm not sure. There is 3 ways to actually take him down. So you can silently take him down, or you can great takedown or vent takedown on this guy. But I pretty much rinsed and repeated all 3 of those options, and I tried to silent take down him as much as I could, because towards the end he ends up taking out grates and vents. But this fight is pretty straightforward as well. It's pretty easy. It just took quite a while. I took my time with it. Right here I used this vent cover, and conveniently there is a electric wall right there. Then we take another good chunk of his health. I mean, it didn't really do much damage. And the crazy thing is, there's actually a timer in this boss fight, and I don't know what would happen if you run out of time. I'm just guessing you just lose the boss fight, but because Alfred does notify you that you only have minutes before the TN1 takes over or whatever, and then Bane would be unbeatable by then. But yeah, we're just using the resources available to us, which is the vents and the grates and silent takedowns. When we do get caught by Bane, we can use the glue grenade. I don't know, maybe the mod should have included a glue grenade nerf on Bane. It shouldn't, I don't know. But when you get Bane to almost or around half health, there's gonna be a jammer that blocks your detective vision. Here I almost got caught by Bane actually. It was so close, but I had a feeling that he was gonna go walk past by me. Tried using the fire extinguisher to block his line of sight on me, and then went back to the jammer to get rid of it because I missed it the first time. I guess the camera wasn't lined up with Batman's perspective or something, that's why it missed. But here we got another free silent takedown on him. Ram him to the wall here. Kind of almost there on his health. And here I got caught again. I was trying to silently take down him in the smoke, and then here we go, we got him, and then we can take him to another electric wall here, doing a pretty good chunk of damage. There we go. And here I'm just taking my time with it. I don't want to risk doing something stupid. But here I thought I could like smoke bomb and silently take down him in the smoke, but nope, it doesn't work like that. I guess he's just too aware of it. And here I could have actually gotten a free silent takedown if I got out of the vent. And here we go. He just randomly turns around and then slowing him down again with a glue grenade, and I had a feeling that he was gonna try to grab me out of the vent, and then he randomly turns around again. I was like, man, bro, I gotta fucking take you out right now, bro. Here I was gonna try to sneak in a little silent takedown, but then again he ends up turning around again. Like, what the fuck? I was like, man, can this motherfucker smell me or something? Like, what the hell is going on over here? Keeps on conveniently turning at the right time. And here I finally got the silent takedown that I was looking for. Fortunately, I could not take him to that electrified wall. And then it looks like one more ought to do it. And then here is some grates that haven't even been touched yet. So I was like, alright, this is a good opportunity. And then conveniently there's a wall there. Very nice. We end up taking him out. And there goes the Bane boss fight. There goes the TN1 Bane boss fight. Not too bad actually. Not too bad. And this is pretty much the end of the game. I mean, there's gonna be a fight here with Gordon, and then we apprehend Joker in the chapel. And wow, yep, that was a very fun revisit on this game. I mean, this is my first time doing a difficulty mod on the Batman game. It was very refreshing to play this game again with a difficulty mod, because Batman Arkham games aren't that hard. This made it really fun for me, I'm not gonna lie. Some parts it was kind of like that Firefly boss fight was kind of annoying, and the little fucking sneaky hits on me was kind of annoying, but hey, whatever, that's just part of the game. But yeah, thanks to GPUnity for making the mod. He's currently working on an Arkham Knight difficulty mod, or I think he's at least done with it now. I'm not sure by the time I'm recording this. I'm going to be checking that out next time. So we beat the chaos mode for Batman Arkham Origins, but there is also a new game plus. I think it's a new difficulty, I'm not sure, and there's a permadeath. We might check that out next time for this game, probably next year, I don't know, most likely. You gotta play this game every year, you know what I'm saying? It's just that game to play during this time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I played through the whole game in one sitting actually. It took maybe like, I don't know how long, maybe 8 hours or something like that. Not sure, but wow, it was a fun journey. It was a treat to play, especially after beating Arkham Shadow. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more content on the channel, and I hope you guys have a great holiday. About to be 2025, let's make that shit ours, bro. See you guys in the next video though. Peace out. Spice every time you come around. Long nights, black eyes, boil it up until we drown. Pink on, short stars, we've been in and out of town. Promise, play, I'll hold you down. Either